the Jags. Now Sipple on top. Carlson for three. Two Blue Devils. This is Visser to Johnson. Out of Fish. Nice spin move. The shot was Frisco. Carlson back. 16 minutes to play in our first half. Blue Devils with a 3-2 lead. Cunningham now to Maloney. He'll let go the long one. Blue Devils perfect from long range. And it's a 6-2 Virginia lead. Johnson's pass inside, tapped away, nice play. Comes Carlson back, and he throws it into the crowd. A turnover on the Blue Devils. And a pleasant good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Roosevelt Gymnasium for the opening round of Section 7 2A Boys Basketball. Hello again, everyone. I'm Bob Cohn. Pleasure to have you viewing tonight's telecast as the Virginia Blue Devils are taking on the International Falls Broncos. The Blue Devils come in as the number 3 seed, and the Broncos are the number 6 seed. Let's take a look at the Broncos with an overall record of 10 wins and 14 losses. They are 4-7 in the section. They're averaging 62 points a game. They're giving up 67, and they won their last regular season game. Amos McKenzie is the head coach of the Broncos, and here is their starting lineups tonight. Number 2 will be Jace Helene. He's a 5'11 junior. Armando Barrios, a 6'2 senior. He's their big scorer. Number 14, a 6'4 senior, Max Olson. Number 24, a 5'10 sophomore, Cullen Rain. And rounding out their starting lineup, number 30, 6'1 senior, Taylor Wilson. That's a look at the Broncos. Now let's take a look at the Virginia Blue Devils. 14 wins, 12 losses on the season. They are 10-6 in Section 7 2A. They've lost 5 games in a row to close out the regular season. They're averaging 70 points a game. They are giving up 64 points a game. Here are the Blue Devil starters for tonight. Nick Peters, number 4, is a 5'8 sophomore. Number 24 is Max Carlson, a 6'3 sophomore. 32 is Tyler Herberg, a 6'3 senior. Number 42, senior Jack Perla. He goes 6'3". And rounding out the starting lineup, number 44 will be Kyle Williams. He's 6'4", and he is a junior. Derek Aho in his first year as a head coach. His assistant coaches are Drew Aho, Justin Reed, and Phil Poliska. The Blue Devils as a home team this year are 7 wins and 7 losses on this home court. Meanwhile, the Broncos as a road team are 3 wins and 8 losses. There you have the starting lineups. Let's get ready for high school basketball. The tip-off is coming up next. It'll be Virginia International Falls Section 7 2A Boys Basketball.
Officer.
Morning. How's it going today, ma'am?
I just want you to know, I love this city. I can always find a parking place, and I never have to parallel park. Look here, every car is bunched up over on that side of the street, so it makes it really easy for me to park. And what's so odd is that yesterday, every car was on that side of the street.
Well, ma'am.
Oh, just call me Yvette. And what was your name?
I'm Chad. It's nice to meet you, Yvette. Calendar parking is why all these cars are on this side of the street. Here in Virginia, we have calendar parking, so that way the cars are on the right side, so that way it makes it a little easier. So now, on an even day, you would park on the even side of the street as the addresses. So you see these house numbers over here all have even numbers. So on an even day, you park on that side. On an odd day, you would park on the same side of the street as the odd number houses. So during the winter months of November through April, we try to make sure that cars are parked on the even or odd side of the street, depending on the calendar day.
So you're going to give me a ticket? I thought you were so nice.
I am nice, and I'll tell you why I'm nice. Because the Virginia Police Department, when calendar parking is followed, it ensures that our city crews can get out and plow all the roadways after a major snow event. Also, it makes it a lot safer for all the pedestrians and all other traffic in the area. Besides that, many of the streets in Virginia are narrow, so when it comes to emergency vehicles getting through, it's nice to have all the vehicles parked on the right side of the roadways, so ambulances, fire trucks, squad cars, even just regular vehicles can get through.
I am so sorry. I didn't know.
Can I tell you something else?
Yes, I know. Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
What I was going to say is actually during the summer months, calendar parking changes a little bit. We try to make it a little easier for everybody. So from the months of May through October, you only have to worry about switching sides every 2 weeks. So on the first of the month, you make sure that you park on the odd side of the street. And on the evening of the 16th, you swap over to the even side of the street for the rest of the month. And just one more thing.
Yes?
How about you move your vehicle to the proper side of the street and we'll call it even.
Oh, I could just hug you. Can I hug you?
No, ma'am. But you need to know that calendar parking always starts the previous evening. So at 6 p.m. the previous night, you always park for the very next day.
Call me Yvette.
Thank you, Yvette.
And we're set for the opening tip-off. The Blue Devils, the number 3 seed. The Broncos, the number 6. Virginia in their home blue. Broncos in their road whites. Perla and Barrios. Barrios controls the tip. And Tyler Wilson will walk the ball to front court. These teams played twice during the regular season. Both victories going to the Blue Devils. 82-79 at the border. And then 84-41 back here in January. Here's nearly a takeaway. And the ball will come back to the Broncos. Helene, Barrios, Olsen, Rain, and Wilson on the floor for I Falls. Peters, Carlson, Herberg, Perla, and Williams for the Broncos. Sis Olsen goes inside. A shot will go up and fall by Cullen Rain. First basket of the night, and it's 2-0 Broncos. Just underway. Playoffs starting tonight. Going in, missing the shot was Carlson. Here's Helene. Back to Wilson. Blue Devils in a 2-3 zone. Officials tonight, Tony Harkinen, Dave Hillman, and Dave Taus. Harkinen is the official. Here's a long range shot, air ball. It's loose ball is grabbed by Helene. They swing around. Here's a long one. His little short goes right to Barrios. Scores! And a foul on the play. And the Broncos have the first 2 baskets tonight. Williams picks up the first foul in tonight's game. Broncos have the first 4 points and lead the Blue Devils 4-0. Williams clears the boards. Blue Devils set on offense for the first time. Perla, nice give and go to Herberg. Says Rain to Wilson. Now Helene. Bounce pass goes to Barrios. Rain's shot a little short. Goes out of bounds to Virginia. Carlson at the wing on the right side. Herberg with the screen. Here's Carlson. And we're tied at 4. Broncos and Blue Devils coming up on 15 and a half to play in the first half. Long range shot. Bounces up high. Max Olson. And here comes Carlson back for the Blue Devils. Goes inside to Williams. And over the back, Herberg picks up the foul. His first, second Virginia team foul. Olsen with the high screen. Now Wilson. Inside for Olsen. Backdoor pass goes to Rain. And he traveled. Here's Carlson going into the lane. Pass was tipped around. Perla gives it off to Peters, goes in, puts a shot, off balance shot. Herberg battles for the rebound, puts it up, misses it. Williams grabs the rebound for Virginia, and they'll reset with under 14 and a half to play. Opening half, teams are deadlocked at 4. Winner moves on and plays in the quarterfinals at Duluth-Denfeld. Here's Peters getting the basket. 5:45 match on Saturday afternoon at Denfeld High School, the winner of this game. Here's Olsen from the elbow. It will not fall. Barrios goes hard for the rebound. Could not control it. Williams gets it. Now to Carlson. Off to Peters. Broncos in a man-to-man defense. Here's Carlson going into the lane. Puts up a shot. Will not get it to fall. Armando Barrios with the rebound. Wilson with Olsen's high screen. Max Olsen, Barrios in the corner. His 12-footer, good. He's got 4 out of the first 6, and the teams are deadlocked at 6. Here's Peters. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Virginia's ball. And we've got a timeout on the court. Break in the action, 13:02 to play in the first half. 6-6 Virginia, NI Falls.
I didn't get my degree right out of high school, and I ended up getting married and having a few kids. My daughter, she was going through the college, she got her AA degree. She just kind of was like, hey Mom, you know, you can do it too. And the professors are really encouraging, everybody's just supportive. This May, I'm looking forward to graduation and walking with their support. My name is Desiree, and this is my Mesabi story.
Back to action. Ball gets kicked. It'll be Virginia's ball at the end line. Carlson, Barrios is on him. Carlson goes in, has his pocket picked, but then gets the ball back. Carlson, turnaround, long-range shot, will not fall. Williams the rebound. Back out to Carlson, let's try it again. This time it's short. Taylor Wilson with the ball. Here is Jace Helene from long range. Broncos have a 3-point lead. Now Perla to Carlson. This is Peters, gives it back to Carlson. Carlson with another three, short. Perla with a rebound, he goes in, the shot was not good. Underneath, Herberg puts it up, and he's fouled. Herberg will shoot a pair. Olsen picks up the first foul. Herberg will shoot two. Jack Gilbert, number 22, checks in for I Falls. Olsen to Taylor Wilson. Inside for Barrios. Missed it! Oh, man, he missed the cripple. Boy, you need to make those ones, and the Blue Devils come away with the ball. Here's Perla deep in a corner for three. Goes out of bounds. It'll be International Falls ball. Blue Devils now 0 for 5 from long range, while the Broncos are 1 for 4. Now the officials getting together. Virginia will get the ball. Perla, Carlson deep in the corner for another three. Helene bounce pass to Gilbert. Cross court, Wilson. Helene has the pocket pick. Here comes Carlson. (10-9) Virginia. Gilbert tries to go baseline, cut off by Williams, so he'll just kick the ball back out to Olsen. Bounce pass to Barrios, inside for Olsen. He gets tied up, taken away by Herberg. Carlson now to Williams. Here's Perla inside for Herberg, goes baseline, lost control of it, hit the end line, and the Broncos get the ball in the Virginia turnover. Now checking in number 4 is Garrett Koenig. Shot will fall by 22, Jack Gilbert. Inside for Williams, muscles his way in off the glass. Gilbert, Koenig, the ball gets kicked. Joe Hoftel checks in for Virginia. Here's Barrios, double team, puts it up and in. He's got 6 points. Broncos take a 1-point lead. 9:20 to play in the first half. Here's Hoftel going to the little runner. Barrios clears the boards for the Bronx. Here's Barrios going in, puts a shot up, not good, battles for it. Gilbert saves it. Now to Wilson. And we've got a timeout on the court called by the Broncos. Break in the action, 8:48 to play in the first half. I-Falls 13, Virginia 12.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5.
Broncos, after the timeout, put the ball back in play. Here's Koenig. Wilson gets the pass. Now Gilbert. Rain, Blue Devils staying in that 2-3 zone. Here's Wilson at the elbow. Rain's open. He's shuffled the feet. Third Bronco turnover in the half. Herberg will check back in for Virginia. A 1-point I-Falls lead with 8:18 to play in the first half. Hofdahl, the parallel inside for Herberg. The shot was blocked. Barrios going high for that block. Here's Helene. Or check that. That was Rain. Rain gets the pass back. Dribbling to the top of the key to Wilson. Rain again. Now Koenig. Here's Wilson. Puts up an off-balance shot. Barrios tips it. It goes right to Herberg. Hofdahl. And we've got a blocking foul called on Garrett Koenig. His first, second team foul. Each team now with 2 fouls here in the half. Max Olson comes back in for the Broncos. Here is Hofdahl for 3. First one from long range for the Blue Devils, and Virginia takes a 2-point lead. Here's a takeaway. Peters steps in front of the pass, and he scores. And the Blue Devils have their biggest lead of 4. Here's Rain, and we've got a foul on Peters, his first. Cullen Rain will shoot 2. Tolman will check in for Virginia along with Williams. Second free throw is good. Rain now with 3 points in the game. Broncos now 1 for 3 from the charity stripe. Here's Tolman's shot. Barrios comes back. He has his pocket picked. Peters muscles his way and puts it up. It will not fall. And we've got a reaching in foul on the Blue Devils. Williams picks up his second. 4th Virginia team foul. Here is Koenig going in, missing the shot. Herberg with a rebound. Herberg from short range missed it. Barrios comes away with it. Long pass up to Koenig. He goes in and scores. Williams gives it back to Tolman. In the corner to Peters, to Tolman. 5.5 minutes to play in our first half. A 1-point Virginia lead. Here's Hofdahl for 3 more. Joe's got 6 points. Virginia has a 4-point lead. Wilson gets the cross-court pass. Now to Olsen, a takeaway by Peters. And a foul, Virginia. Free throws coming. The foul is going to be called on number 4, Koenig, his second. Peters will shoot 2. Carlson and Perla check back in for Virginia. Helene checks back in for the Broncos. Helene will grab the rebound. 5-point Virginia lead with 5 minutes to play in the first half. Long shot will not fall. Broncos now 1 for 5 from long range. Here's a takeaway by Olsen. Wilson goes in, off balance, puts it up. Carlson comes away with the loose ball. Here's Hofdahl, Perla, not a good pass, and a Virginia turnover. Here's Helene, and we've got a violation. The Blue Devils will get the ball on the 4th Bronco turnover. 4 minutes to play in the first half, 21-16 Virginia. Here's Hofdahl for long range. This one a little bit beyond his range. And the Broncos turn the ball back to the Blue Devils. Now Riley Larson will check in for I Falls. Here's Hofdahl, the little runner, will not get it to fall, and we've got a Bronco foul. Looks like it's on Max Olsen. His second. Hofdahl will shoot 2. Hofdahl's got 7 points tonight. He's the leading scorer on the floor. Barrios with 6 for the Broncos. Here's another Bronco turnover. Peters going in. Foul is called on Riley Larson, his first, and that is the 5th team foul. Peters at the line to shoot a couple more. Peters now with 7 points. Blue Devils with their biggest lead at 9. Here's Larson. Bounce pass goes to Wilson. Little runner gives the ball back out to Olsen. Olsen works his way inside. Will not get a fall. Barrios tips it up. Not good. They still battle, and the loose ball is grabbed by Peters. Carlson to Perla underneath for Peters, and he's hammered. He'll shoot a pair. Foul is called on Barrios, and that is his first. Peters will shoot 2. Ball is kicked around. Loose ball now is grabbed by Barrios. Here's Wilson. Blue Devils lead by 10. Here's a 3-pointer off the backboard. Broncos 1 for 6 from beyond the arc. Here's Hofdahl for a 3. Herberg saves, gives it right to Peters. Off-balance shot, not good. Tipped around, still tipped around. Herberg will grab it, and now it goes out of bounds. It'll be Virginia's ball. Here's Herberg's shot, will fall. Tyler's got 6. This is Helene. Underneath for Barrios, scores. He's got 8 points. .120 to play in the first half. Virginia by 10. Hofdahl gives it inside for Carlson. Into the lane. Carlson has 6. Virginia's lead is up to 12. Here's Olsen for 3. Barrios goes high for the rebound. Double teamed at the side, puts it up, not good. Olsen battles for it, and we've got a Blue Devil foul underneath. Peters picks up his second. Now the Broncos making a whole bunch of substitutions. Checking in is 4, Garrett Koenig. Number 10 is Hunter Wilson. 24, Cullen Rain returns. 22, Jack Gilbert. And number 20 is Brian Koenig. 45 seconds to go in our first half. Bounce pass. Perla steps right in front of it. Here comes Mason, who's checked in. Tip, Hofdahl. Ball gets tipped out. It'll be Ifall's ball. Here's Rain giving it off to Koenig. Ten seconds to play here in the first half. Long run from Koenig is good. Here's a long one at the buzzer by Carlson is not good. And we have played one half of basketball. Virginia 32, International Falls 21. Well, welcome back to the Roosevelt. We're just about set to start our second half. Let's quickly run down some of these statistics in the first half. For the Blue Devils, Joe Hofdahl led Virginia with 10, Nick Peters with 8, Carlson, Herberg each with 6 and 2 for Williams. The Blue Devils were 2 out of 11 from beyond the arc, and they were 8 for 10 at the free throw line. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, their leading scorer was Barrios. He had 8 points tonight, 3 points for Helene and Koenig, rounding out the, and also Rain, rounding out the scoring. Garrett Koenig with 2, and Jack Gilbert had 2. The Broncos in the first half were 2 out of 8 from beyond the arc. They're 1 for 3 at the free throw line. 32-21 Virginia, and the winner will play on Saturday. They'll play the 5:45 game at Denfield High School. They'll take on either Two Harbors or Proctor in one of 4 quarterfinals that is set for Saturday. The first game's at 1, 2:30, 5:45, and 7:15. Semifinals at UMD on March 12th. The finals on March 14th at UMD. That's a 7 o'clock start. Second half, Virginia will put the ball in play, leading by 11 points. Pass goes inside for Williams. Here's going in was Wilson. The ball gets tipped away. Long pass going up to Carlson. Here's Wilson. Helene for 3. Carlson comes away with it. Now to Perla. Inside pass for Herberg. And Virginia's extended their lead to 17. Long range shot was good by 24, Cullen Ray. He's got 6 points, and we've got a Virginia foul underneath, so the Broncos have a chance to come out of this with 5 or 6 points. Perla picks up the foul, his first. The inbounds pass was batted by Perla out of bounds, so the Broncos will do it again. 14-point Virginia lead. Here's another long one from the corner, is not good. That was by Olsen. Here is Carlson going baseline. Cross-court pass to Peters for 3. Barrios battles for the rebound, and we got a foul underneath called on number 30, Tyler Wilson. That's his first. Williams will shoot 2. Kyle's got 4 points tonight, first time at the free throw line. Virginia now 10 out of 12 from the free throw line. And the Broncos throw it away. Timeout on the court. We're going to take a break with 16:16 to play. Virginia by 16 over the Broncos. Coming out of the timeout, the Blue Devils put the ball in play. Here's Peters with a 10-footer, getting it. He's got 10 points. Got another violation on the Broncos, so the Blue Devils will get the ball. Here's Peters. Good. Herberg gets the basket. Blue Devils lead by 20. Wilson will give it off to Rain. Back to Wilson. Cross court open. Here's Helene for three. Tipped around. Williams grabs the rebound. Now Carlson, bounce pass to Peters. Back to Carlson. Just over 15 minutes to play. Blue Devils by 20. Inside for Williams. He goes right to the hoop and scores. Here's Olsen for three. Ball's kicked around, still battled for it on the floor, and I think the Falls player may have gotten kicked. Carlson and the Blue Devils leading by 22. Herberg back to Perla. They spread the floor using the clock. Broncos have gone to a zone. Williams off, not good. Herberg saves it, kicks the ball back out to Peters. And we've got a Bronco foul called on Garrett Koenig. That is his third. Carlson. Now for Williams. Come the Broncos on the Virginia turnover, under 14 to play. Bounce pass underneath. Virginia's done a great job tonight on number 5, Armando Barrios, probably the best player the Broncos have. They've really done a super job, giving them only 8 points here in the first half. Here's Herberg, Perla. Now Williams at the elbow. Here's Perla at the left elbow. Here's Barrios going right in, off balance, scores, and we've got a Blue Devil foul. He's got 10 points. Jack Perla picks up his second. This is only the 4th free throw for the Broncos tonight. Second one for Barrios. And he's missed both of his attempts. Virginia 10 out of 12 from the line. Broncos 1 out of 4. Here's Peters, Carlson. Peters from way downtown. And Williams picked up the foul, that is his third. Tolman will come in for Williams. Third team foul on Virginia. This is Jack Gilbert, 22 on the floor. Also is Garrett Koenig. The Broncos will turn it over once again. Perla. Now goes to Carlson. Broncos in a 1-3-1 zone. A real loose zone. Here's Tolman inside, just nice ball movement. Blue Devils can just hold it. They don't need to even shoot anymore. They've got a big lead by 20. And now a bad pass, turnover on the Blue Devils. Here's Jack Gilbert, cut off at the end line, and he'll turn it back to the Blue Devils, and here comes Carlson back. Carlson goes right in, puts it up and in. Four Blue Devils now with 10 points each. Peters, Carlson, Herberg, and Hofdahl. And the other 8 points have been scored by Williams. That's the Virginia 48 tonight. Helene from the free throw line will not get it to fall. Jack Perla goes high for the boards. Herberg at the free throw line, back out to Carlson. And the Blue Devils another turnover. Over and back is called. Rain get an inside pass. The shot is up and in. Scoring was Hunter Wilson. Hunter Wilson scoring for the Broncos. Here's Peters. Herberg at the free throw line. Now to Perla. Back to Herberg. Back to Perla. Inside for Tolman. Backs his way in. Puts the shot up. And we've got a Blue Devil foul underneath on Herberg. Second foul on Herberg, fourth team foul. Joe Hofdahl checks back in for Virginia. Joe with 10 points in the first half. 6 of them from long range. 1 regular field goal, and then 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Here's a long range shot, good, by Jace Helene. That's his second one from beyond the arc. For the Broncos, that's their 4th tonight. Now the Broncos putting some full court pressure on. Tolman, and we've got a timeout called by Virginia. Break in the action, 10:15 to play. Virginia 48, I Falls 31. Blue Devils with the ball coming out of the timeout. Here's Hofdahl, Herberg, now Carlson. Hofdahl. Joe comes back to the top of the key, gives it to Carlson. Peters in the corner. Now the Broncos have gone to a 2-3 zone. Herberg gives it back to Hofdahl, passes, knocked around, it's loose. Carlson gets it for the Blue Devils. 3-on-1, Carlson off to Peters. 19-point lead for the Blue Devils. Just over 9 minutes to play. Pass inside, tipped in. Here comes Tolman with Carlson. Tolman goes in behind the back pass. Broncos will get the ball. Now the Broncos will substitute a whole new group of 5. Olsen, Wilson, Barrios, Riley Wilson, and Brian Koenig. This is Brian Koenig to Wilson, bombs away for 3. Tipped right to Carlson. Broncos now 4 out of 15 from beyond the arc. Blue Devils 2 out of 13. Here is Hofdahl giving it to Carlson. Now the Broncos have gone to a man-to-man defense. Carlson going in, bumped by Barrios at the free throw line. That's his second. That's the 3rd team foul on I-Falls. Herberg gives it off to Hofdahl. Now Peters, off balance shot. Off Tolman, out of bounds. It'll be I-Falls ball. (50-31) Virginia with 8:15 to play in tonight's opening round match. The winner goes to the quarterfinals Saturday afternoon. 4 games Saturday at Duluth-Denfeld High School. All starting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This winner is going to play at 5:45. Probably going to take on Proctor. Proctor, the number 2 seed, is playing Two Harbors tonight. Hofdahl to Carlson, bombs away from the corner. And the Broncos on a long pass turn the ball back to Virginia. Check that, it was off a Blue Devil. Broncos do have it back. Here is Wilson to Koenig. He'll go baseline, gives an inside. Oh, what a play. They missed the basket though. That was Max Olsen. Here comes Wilson back. And we've got a Virginia foul as they double teamed Wilson. It's on Hofdahl, and that's Joe's first tonight. Wilson, Olsen from the corner, good. First points tonight for Max Olsen, 6'4" senior. Peters gives it back to Herberg. Larson gets bumped at the baseline. I think Herberg just picked up his 3rd. Williams checks back on the court for Virginia. Wilson in the corner, back to Olsen. Goes baseline, cut off there by Williams. The shot was off the iron. Perla with another Virginia rebound. Peters tried to go baseline and a blocking foul called on Brian Koenig. It's going to be his first, 4th team foul. Jace Helene, 5'11" junior, steps back on the court for the Bronx. Bronx matching up in a man-to-man. Carlson guarded by Barrios. Now Perla, Olsen is on him. And now we got a timeout called by Virginia. 6:15 to play in tonight's game. Virginia 52, I Falls 34, and we'll have more action after this. Peters gets the pass. Now Carlson. And we've got a foul on the floor. Other quarterfinal games tonight. Eveth Gilbert is in Greenway to meet the Raiders. Marshall is in Aurora, taking on Mesabi East. Two Harbors at Proctor, and of course Virginia hosting I Falls. That's the north subsection. I'll look at the south after this as we've got another Bronco foul. The last one was called on Max Olson, that was his third. In the south, Esco number 1 is hosting Aiken tonight. Crosby Ironton, the number 2 seed, is hosting Barnum. Pequot Lakes and Pilger are meeting in Pequot Lakes tonight as Williams hits the first. And finally, Moose Lake Willow River, the number 4 seed, is hosting number 5 Pierce. Williams with 9 points in the game. The Blue Devils extend their lead to 19 and now make it 20 again. Blue Devils 12 out of 14 from the free throw line. Perfect here in the second half, 4 for 4. Going in, the shot was blocked. Williams grabs the ball behind the back pass, or a dribble that was, and he gives it off to Perla. Says Perla has some trouble, lost control of it. Olsen takes it away, now to Wilson. In the corner. That's Koenig. Inside for Olsen. Missed it. Barrios battles for the rebound. He controls it, goes back up, draws a foul, and Barrios is going to shoot a pair. That could have been the 4th on Williams. It is. Barrios will shoot 2. He's missed both attempts so far tonight. Hofdahl checks back for the Blue Devils. For the Broncos, Hunter Wilson. "12 points for Barrios. 5 minutes to play in tonight's game. Carlson gives it off to Hofdahl. Now Peters for 3. Olsen grabs the rebound. Olsen goes right in, missed the shot. And Olsen is down, hurt. Gets up, finally gets to the front court. Carlson will give it off to Hofdahl. Under 4.5 to play. 54-36 Virginia. Now Herberg to Hofdahl. Broncos in that man-to-man. Perla comes out and gets the pass. Cross court, it goes to Peters. Now to Hofdahl. Inside for Herberg. Off a Bronco, it'll be Virginia's ball. Now checking in is Blaine Humbert, a 5'11 senior. Pass goes to Peters. He goes in, missed the shot. Hunter Wilson with a rebound. Here comes Taylor Wilson back. Koenig, Hunter Wilson. Now Taylor Wilson. Here is Taylor from long range. And they tie up. Alternating possession goes to the Broncos. 3:25 to play. 18-point lead for Virginia. Humbert. Now Koenig inside for Wilson. This is Taylor Wilson going in. The ball gets kicked out of bounds. State hockey tournaments start on Wednesday in the Twin Cities, XL Energy Center. Here is Barrios, the reverse. Hofdahl, Perla for three. Shot put up is not good. Barrios battles for it, works his way back in off the glass. It goes out of bounds too. Eye falls. .219 to play. 58-38. Here is Humbert for three. And now we got a Bronco foul called on Hunter Wilson. That's their 7th team foul. Peters will shoot 1-1 for Virginia. Blue Devils have made 14 out of 16 free throws. 8 for 10 in the first half, 6 for 6 here in the second half. Here's Taylor Wilson for three. Perla with the rebound for the Blue Devils. And now we got a foul called on Taylor Wilson. Peters tonight from the line, 6 for 8. .145 to play. Here is Barrios off balance. Basket and one. Carlson picks up his first foul tonight. Barrios will shoot one. This is only the 7th free throw for the Broncos tonight in the game. Coming up on our final 90 seconds. Opening round action, Virginia will move on and play Saturday at 5:45 at Denfeld High School. Here's a loose ball, takeaway. Koenig going in, draws a foul. Joe Hofdahl picked up his second. Garrett Koenig at the line to shoot too. (59-42) Virginia coming up on our final minute. This is Perla, now Hofdahl to Peters. Blue Devils are going to go to 15-12. Broncos are going to finish the season with 10 wins and 15 losses. Hofdahl gives it to Carlson. Now to Peters. Herberg just holds the ball. We're inside 10 seconds. And there it is, the clock runs out, and Virginia will advance with a 59-42 victory over the International Falls Broncos. We'll take a timeout, and we'll come back and recap the statistics and scoring. So our final score tonight, Virginia 59, I-Falls 42. Take a look at some statistics real quickly. Virginia made 3 out of 16 from beyond the arc. The Broncos were 5 out of 19. Free throw line tonight, Virginia made 14 out of 16 free throws. The Broncos were 5 out of 9. Leading the way for Virginia, they had 5 players in double figures. Nick Peters finished with 14, 12 for Tyler Herberg, and 10 points each for Mason Carlson, Kyle Williams, and Joe Hofdahl. The other 3 points were scored by Jack Perla. That's the 59 points for the Blue Devils. For the Broncos, 1 player in double figures tonight. Armando Barrios finished with 16 points. Virginia 32 points in the first half. They had 27 in the second for 59 points. For the Broncos, they had 21 points in each half for their 42 points in the basketball game. With the victory, Virginia now goes to 15-12. The Broncos finish the season at 10-15. Well, that'll do it from the Roosevelt Gymnasium here in Virginia. Hope you enjoyed our telecast tonight. For Darwin Aller on the camera and Terry Hardica on the editing and production of tonight's game, I'm Bob Cohn with the play-by-play. Once again, the final score tonight, Virginia 59, International Falls 42. Good night, everyone.